So 2025, and now we can get full projectors that can have the apps we want, officially licensed, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all those things, automatic Keystone, angle adjust, all that stuff for like 270 bucks. That's crazy. This is the XGODY N6 Pro projector, and it's a great deal at its price point. Stick around, let me tell you about this thing.
Okay, let's go.
Hi, I'm Chris with Gadgets and Gravel. Out of the gate, let's get this done, taken care of. I was sent this for test and review purposes. However, neither XGODY or any PR agencies or anybody involved will get any input on the video, get to see it before you or anything, so it's all new to everybody for the first time. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. Like I said, this is the XGODY N6 Pro. This thing's pretty cool. Now, it's not gonna be your theater projector. It's gonna replace your high-end 4K TV or anything like that. But it is a great option to do big screen movie night, put it in a little media room for kids, a family room, having a watch party or something like that. This is gonna handle that for you. So let's kind of get into it. From a design standpoint, it's nice, I like it. I mean, we're talking, it's all plastic. It's got kind of a peachish, kind of rosish, kind of, I'm not sure, tan, different lights and different things, but the cover on the front of it, a little nice, a little aesthetic here. It doesn't look like your traditional, cheap or expensive projector. It's not going to be an eyesore in the room, so it's a nice little projector. It's got an adjustable stand on it, so you can adjust the angle with it. It does have a foot on it, so you can screw it onto a stand, a tripod or something like that, mount it to the ceiling, because you can rotate the image 180 degrees, so if you want to mount it upside down, you can. Nice little projector there. On the front, we've got sensors on the front to help it handle auto keystone adjustment. So if you're not familiar with what that is, if you set the projector and it isn't perfectly aimed at the screen, your image is gonna be skewed. It's gonna have, short on one side and tall on another side or something like that. This will automatically adjust that for you. So if you set this off to the side and you're at an angle at the TV, it will shoot an image up on the TV, use that as a guide as to where things are at, and then automatically adjust the angles. And if there is something in the way, like an object on the screen, or if you're projecting onto a wall and there's a window, it will recognize that and then move the screen to avoid that object. So it's kind of cool. So it does all that for you. It's a really nice feature. On the back side, we have got your different ports. So you've got a USB port here, HDMI, an auxiliary out, like headphone jack, your IR sensor for the remote, and then your power button. And you got your plug here, which is just a normal cable, no big deal. There's a little door here that pops off. So in the kit, when you buy this, you're gonna get your remote, an HDMI cable, your power cable, your manuals and things like that, and then a little cleaning kit. It comes with some long cotton swabs, a little microfiber towel, and a little instruction kit on what to do. So you take this off and kind of clean it off. So it's kind of a filter. There's a fan inside that's cooling everything down. And sometimes they can get dirty, so they give you a little kit to clean it up. So it's really nice of them to provide that with it. As far as the remote goes, it's a nice remote. There's nothing special about it, but it does have a lot of functionality to it. It isn't just a basic on-off volume, change directions or anything like that. So you've got your dedicated app buttons on here like you would for any other smart TV remote. So you got Netflix, Disney Plus, Prime Video, and YouTube directly onto the remote. You've got your volume, you got a focus button, mute. There's a cast button because you can do casting from your phone to this. So that's really nice. You got your home, menu, back, settings, kind of what you'd expect from a remote on a smart TV. You have it right here, because this is basically a smart TV that just happens to send the image to another screen. With this, we've got a 5001 contrast ratio with an LED lamp bulb light source inside of it, rated at about 30,000 hours. So you're gonna get long time out of this before it's gonna go bad, and you're gonna have to replace it from that standpoint. It's a great option. Like I said, you've got all these built directly into it with your apps and everything. You don't have to do anything special, no workarounds, any of that kind of stuff. Since it's all built into it, you're kind of out of the box, set it up, sign in, connect it to Wi-Fi, and you're off and running. So that's it. Let's take a look at what this thing looks like on the screen. All right, so now that we've talked a little bit about the projector and what it is and things like that, let's take a look and talk a little bit about the actual projection part of it and how that looks and how you can expect to interact with this device. So, like I said before, it's running Whale OS. This is an onboard system that XGODY is using with the N6 Pro projector here. And it's pretty nice. It's gonna look similar to things that you've used on other smart TV platforms, whether that's Android TV or Apple TV, whether it's apps and things like that. So it all has a very similar feel. You got your remote here with your dedicated buttons to jump to Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, and Prime Video. You can scroll through, check out your different apps. Here is the, they call it the Play Store. So we go in here and it's got the different apps in here. So this is officially licensed to run Netflix on all those apps. So while there are some projectors out there that have some kind of funky workarounds to get it to work, this one is officially licensed. So you have the official apps on here and all of it works just fine. You go into the app like you would on any smart TV. If you're not signed in either through the TV or using your phone by scanning the QR code, and then you're off and running using it just like you normally would. So you get your files, different apps in here. So while there are a lot of apps to pick from, and they've got most of the apps that you could want on here, it is missing a few. One of the things specifically I noticed is missing is YouTube TV. Can't use it on this. It's not an option to download through the TV app or anything like that. So you'd have to use the casting option, which is available, whether that is hitting the button directly from the remote, load it up. The operating system works pretty good. It is a little laggy at sometimes in the middle of watching a movie, you try and get out of it. It can take an extra second or two to kind of get out. So keep that in mind. TV casting, file share. So we have different platforms here to share wirelessly to the projector. If you use the TV casting, it does have a dedicated app. It's the TV casting app. You'll download that through your App Store or Play Store. And then from that, you actually get some remote control options over the device, similar like you would with Google TV or Android or a Fire TV using your phone as a remote. So you get to do similar stuff. And you can cast your entire screen. You can cast specific apps. You can handle all that through the app. So it's kind of nice. And I'll show the app in just a moment. Once you get out of this section, we'll kind of talk a little about the app so you can kind of see how that works a little bit. And then we get out of here, we go back home, and here we are. So on this screen right here, this is a 100-inch screen we're projecting on. The projector is set at a 5,000:1 contrast ratio, and we have a 700 lumens rating on this from an LED projection light source. So you have about 30,000 hours is what it's rated at as far as use case before the bulb or lamp or light source goes out. So it does pretty good. You can see here, there is a light on in a side room shining across it. So you can see it is still visible. Now, in a bright room, if there was light here, it does get a little bit of bleed, but it is still usable. Like if you're gonna have a, say you're having a watch party for a game or an event or something like that, you're gonna have some lights on in the room. This projector should still do fine. Outdoors, it's gonna struggle a little bit in some direct sunlight, but in a dimly lit room, it actually does a pretty good job, even though it's only running at about 700 lumens. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Contrast ratio isn't great. 5,001 isn't terrible. For a projector, we're talking about a projector that retails right around 270 bucks. So considering that, it's really good. You can see here we got some dark scenes. I've watched a couple of movies and it does okay. There are some parts in the dark scenes where if you have any light in the room, you're not gonna see what's going on in the background of it. So that is just something to keep in mind. This isn't a cinema quality. You're not gonna replace a high-end 4K TV with this, but it's a great option for just a quick family movie night, kids room, a side theater room or something like that. It's a good option. So don't discount things like contrast ratios, brightness levels, and stuff like that, because it does a good job for the price point. It's actually pretty impressive, to be honest with you. So that's the interface here. So you can kind of see, the cool thing is, once you set up your get your screen, get things set up, when you point the projector at it, it's gonna automatically correct itself to the screen. So right now I'm projecting off to the side at an angle, and it will see this, it sees the screen as object recognition. So if there's something in the way on the wall that you're projecting on, like if it's a picture or a window or something like that, and the projection goes across it, it will reset itself and offset itself to miss the object on the wall. It'll also account for vertical and horizontal angles and adjust that. It has about a 15-degree maximum adjustment range, and it will pop up with a message that says trapezoidal adjustment is maxed out at 15 degrees. You may need to make some manual adjustments. So keep that in mind. To get to this 100-inch screen, I'm about 12 feet away from it to make that work. So it has a rating, it says it'll go from 40 to 200 inches at a 1 to 5 meter range, I believe. I'll double check that and put the numbers up here. I believe that's your distance maximum. So, so you're gonna have to get quite a ways away. This is not a short throw projector, but you can do short throw and have a small screen from the projector itself. The speaker's not terrible. it's not great either. It's average. I mean, you can watch a movie, hear it fine. It's gonna be a little bit muddied. You're obviously not gonna have surround sound or a ton of different range in the sound quality, so keep that in mind. But it is optional to do that. I have plugged this up to my sound system in my basement with the HDMI cord. It does have CEC control, so you can manage it just like you would if you had it plugged into your TV. So it's really nice. But let's jump out of there and let's check out that app. All right, so let's check out the TV casting app. So once you get in here, I'm gonna hit the casting app or button on the remote. We're gonna select TV casting. We launch the TV casting app on our phone. For your first time, you're gonna set it up. You're gonna choose scan the QR code to kind of pair it and bind your account and everything to it. Let me start the screen recording. So once you get that done, you're ready to go. So I'm gonna click the screencast button on my phone, single app. Let's just pick right here. YouTube video, recent one about the XGODY TV Backlight Pro, and we're right there. And there we go, nice and easy. You can pause it, play it, control it from your phone, just like you would cast anything else. So it's really nice that you get that opportunity to wirelessly connect apps to your TV and control it from your phone without having to mess with any of that. Like I said, we do have other options in the app here. So you got album, video, audio, documents, so you can pick different files from your phone that you want to send to the TV. So if you're doing a presentation, that's how you would handle all that. You got your remote control. So we can, let's see here, go back. There you go, control from your phone. Nice there. You got your different apps. You can select an app from here if you just want to manage it from your phone. You can choose your app and you got your settings. That's how that works. It's a pretty easy setup, easy to use, nothing complex there. Once you get paired up to it, it's pretty easy to walk you through it. So let's wrap this thing up. The XGODY N6 Pro, it's a great option at the price point. We're talking 270 bucks full retail price, and I've seen it on sale as low as down to like 180 bucks. Like, it's really hard to beat that price for a projector that comes with an officially licensed Hulu, Disney, you know, all the apps that you're going to want to have, minus a few of them out there. But you get all that stuff in there. You get a decent contrast ratio of 5,000 to 1. It's a pretty bright option at 700 lumens. And all of that comes into a package that's going to automatically adjust for you. If you're off to the side, your angle, there's things in the way, it does all that for you automatically. And it's a really great package for all of that and that price point. Now, this isn't, like I've said, this isn't going to replace your high-end 4K TV or anything like that, but it is a great option for, you know, a theater room, fun family movie night, kids room, you know, going to meetings, traveling with it. It's relatively compact, so you get a lot of great features in a price that's affordable to a lot of people and has a good picture quality. So it's hard to go wrong with something like this. So if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. We try to help you out the best I can. I'll put links down below for everything. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos, and look forward to seeing the next one. Thanks.
Okay, let's go.